Vincent.
Hi.
Good time of day for whenever you're watching this.
And it's a great time to have coffee.
Always. Except post 5 p.m.
Yeah, it's not a good time to have coffee.
can't
Unless
do
it's decaf. I'll do decaf.
Even then, I think my mind just thinks.
Coffee, not now.
I taste it, and it's like, ooh. And then I'm up. We've got some things coming up.
We do have some things.
Ryan?
Ryan's with us.
Hey.
What's coming up?
Well, I know that the Trunk or Treat's coming up pretty fast.
Yeah. What day is that happening on?
That is on October 30th.
What do we need for that, Ryan?
We need people to help grill hot dogs and hand them out. We need people to sign up for trunks, to decorate your trunk and hand out candy out of it. We need people to donate candy as well for this.
Where are we putting that candy?
All that candy goes into this
Candy bin.
This candy bin that's at the back of the worship center.
Yes.
That looks surprisingly similar to a rubber trash can.
It does.
It does. But it's okay.
But it's a candy bin.
It's a candy bin.
It has never been used for garbage.
That we know of.
On purpose. But, yes. So bring out the candy. Sign up where?
Online, osagehills.com/events, or on the Church Center app.
On the Church Center app. Wow. You can register in there. And, man, it'd be great to have... if you don't sign up...
buddy.
Come out.
Yeah. I mean, you should sign up anyway.
Yeah, the sign up just basically helps, especially if you're going to do a trunk. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to serve food. It helps us know that we can count on you for one. Yeah. But also, we can let Gretchen know that there's going to be an extra trunk.
Yeah.
And then we can also have people go out and say hi to people. It's great. It's one of the best ways that we can connect Christ to where we live and reach out into our community, which is part of what we do at Osage Hills. So I want to encourage you to be a part of this as a church. Join with us and let's reach out together.
So if you're helping serve on that day, be over at the hub at 2:30, and then the event begins at 3:30, and it'll be over by 5.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be a fun afternoon,
yeah.
And we'll all be there. So that's what's going to make it fun.
If the Lord tarries.
And then Terry.
Yeah, like if
waits.
he waits. Yeah.
If he doesn't.
Yeah, if he doesn't come back.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's coming. Another thing.
If we're not all resurrected.
This Sunday.
I guess raptured, not resurrected. You have to be dead to be resurrected.
Yes.
Let's move on.
This Sunday is our Reach Across time.
Hey.
We're having breakfast together.
Breakfast.
Yep. And I think we're doing breakfast casseroles.
Casseroles.
Yeah.
Mystery. Because you never really know what's under that layer
but
of
they're
cheese
so
or
good.
egg.
And
so good.
Very rarely does it disappoint. One time the onions were raw.
Is it the same?
Not at Osage, just like one time in my life.
Same people who have been making the breakfast casseroles, making them this time?
I think so.
Probably
I think
awesome.
it's Doug's Sunday school class.
Dokes.
The-
D. Oaks. Dokes.
Yeah, Doug's. Yeah.
Douglas Ulysses Oaks.
Ulysses. New middle names all the time.
Their class making the casseroles.
Yeah, they are. That's this coming Sunday. And then that following Tuesday is the Swap Till You Drop women's event. It's October 25th at 6:30 p.m. So we're going to get it right on this video.
Yes. So I won't announce it.
Yeah, so October 25th.
25th.
Yes. Which is just around the corner. And so if you're a female, you are invited to this. If you're a male, you're invited to not come.
You're invited to send the female in your life who should probably be an adult.
Yeah. And Donna made a great announcement this past weekend.
Don't send your children.
Yes, you're not supposed to swap your kids or,
Or
your
dogs.
But what you bring to swap, if you swap it, you leave with the same amount.
Yeah, so if you bring 5 items, you're going home with 5 items.
And do not bring clothes. Clothes are not something that she's going to do.
But you should bring a snack to share.
You should definitely
to
bring
swap.
a snack. Yes.
You don't have to take someone else's snack home.
Yeah. Unless they
No one eating these snacks. These are for later.
These are to swap.
They are a part of the swap. No, they're there to share.
So,
to
yes.
be eaten
It's going to be
for the ladies.
fun for ladies. So, yeah. But yeah, those are the things that are coming up this month. Do you have any other things that parents need to be aware of?
Yes. I sent an email out yesterday to our Osage Kids parents. Our kids' Halloween party is on October 26th, so next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, not today.
We ask
Or
that
this
you would
Wednesday. Or
provide...
yesterday when you're watching this.
Correct. We ask that you would provide a small pumpkin for your child to decorate.
When you say small,
You know those small orange ones? They're like...
most pumpkins are orange. Yes,
Well,
But the small
sometimes you
orange
can get
ones.
like a white one, or you can get one that's like green and yellow with a bunch
but
of
you don't
bumps on it.
want gourds.
No.
Preferably not. I
you want
mean,
a pumpkin.
if you think
What if
your
it
child
is
would
white?
prefer that, then
What if it is white? It's like a white canvas.
Oh,
Are you decorating them?
That's cool.
we
Yeah,
are.
will be.
You're not carving them.
We are not carving pumpkins.
That's
we are
probably
decorating pumpkins.
So a white one could work.
A white one could work,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm asking for the small ones. I mean, if you want to bring
Like
a larger pumpkin,
the-
that's fine.
They're the size
'cause-
that you decorate, like, or they're the size that you get if you're going to make like a pumpkin pie. So they're the really small ones.
Yeah, they're like
Because
not
I did an
carving
event
pumpkins.
in youth ministry years ago called a pumpkin chunkin', and I built a catapult.
That's
and
awesome.
I got small pumpkins, but they were like the baseball-sized pumpkins for ultimate velocity.
Oh yeah.
That's not what you're talking about.
No, bigger than that.
Like
So like
softball,
like this size,
to
Yeah, like
that.
to deflated basketball.
yeah, right. So,
If you
Something
took
they
a
can carry.
football and made it round,
Yeah.
yes. But if you cannot provide that, please let me know so that we can have something for your kid here as well. So,
Yeah, so that's coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next month is November, which
Yes,
we're
it is.
like 2 weeks away, a little less than 2
right
weeks.
around
crazy.
the bend,
Yes, and she'll be coming round that mountain.
and she comes.
So it is almost here. November is almost here, and one of the things that we're going to start announcing, I think this weekend, is that November 13th is our annual church meeting, and so we're having that.
Changing it up.
Yeah, we're having that in the morning, not in the evening.
You don't have to come back. You're already here.
Yeah, so it's going to happen after services are over. We'll give a small report and those kinds of things. So
And I think we're going to intentionally shorten the service a bit
yes,
so that
So
it
that
doesn't
we can
interfere
do-
with crossing over into Sunday school and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
so yep. But yeah, prepare for that. So because we're gonna cover what's going on and how get some excitement going for things that are coming in the new year.
Yeah.
But then that following Sunday, so November 13th is the annual church meeting. The following Sunday is November 20th, and we will be doing Thanksgiving at the Hub again. This is, again, another great way to reach out, to connect Christ to where we live, to serve together. We are reaching across with one another, but also kind of reaching across the table to people that we don't know.
Yep.
Utilize this opportunity to get into the community and to serve them. Talk with them about Jesus. Talk with them about what's going on in their lives. How you can pray for them. This is that opportunity. I think it's a better opportunity than the trunk or treat because people stop by and take candy from you.
Yeah, this
and
one
they just keep moving. This gives you opportunity to make connection, and that is what we do. That's what Osage Hills is.
You'll probably see several of the same families from trunk or treat and at the dinner. The same neighborhood, same community. So be a great, come to the trunk or treat, get first, step, and then the Thanksgiving dinner can follow up. And
Yeah. So we're going to need all hands on deck for that one. Sides, turkeys, desserts. We need tables and chairs and all those kinds of things. We're going to continue to put that together, and you'll be seeing more information about that in the coming weeks as we go along on Sunday and our announcements. But yeah, and then that week is Thanksgiving.
yeah,
And then Christmas falls on a Sunday this year, which means Advent begins in November.
yeah,
So November 27th, we kick off Advent here. And we also kick off our Christmas events, which begins with a
Christmas breakfast.
A breakfast, which is great. So we eat,
Yes.
we talk, we Christmas it up.
And you're maybe thinking, what's a Christmas breakfast? That's a good thought. And you'll have to come to find out.
Yes.
It'll be special and magical,
Christmas,
and full of joy,
Christmas
and
surprise in November.
cheer. But it's the first Sunday of Advent, so it is Christmas season officially that Sunday.
Yep.
So if you're a naysayer, Thanksgiving's already happened.
It's true.
It's Christmas.
And we're talking about doing a lot of the same stuff that we did last year. It was just so much fun. The
Fun.
gingerbread competition.
Fun was had.
Yeah. We'll do that again and some other things.
We'll
So-
have our Christmas candlelight, Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve candlelight, Christmas Eve service. So on Christmas Eve,
We'll narrow
we'll
down
have
the
a
title tomorrow.
candlelight service at 4:30 p.m. again.
Yeah.
Worked really well last year.
Yeah.
Bring the kids. It'll be really laid back, very intentional. We'll take communion, sing some carols, hear the Christmas story. And then Christmas Day is on a Sunday. We're not canceling church.
No, we're having one service
One
all together.
Big old family Christmas service.
on December 25th at 10 a.m.
Not 10:30.
Not 10:30. So
That's not
mark
confusing.
your calendar. One service, 10 a.m. on Christmas Day.
Are we sure it's 10 a.m.?
Oh, there's
Maybe.
another thing coming up really, really soon in a
Oh.
couple weeks called Daylight Saving Time ending. Yeah. You
Yep.
can set that clock back an hour.
Fall back.
Fall back.
Sleep in.
Sleep in an extra hour. Or take that extra hour to study God's Word.
Yep.
So, yes. And then one more thing that I want to make sure that everybody knows. In January, we don't fall off the end of the earth in January.
Oh, that's good.
January, there's a few things that we're going to begin.
Round, not flat. So.
Yeah, so I know, exactly. We're just not, ending everything. And then what do we do in January? When the new year rolls around, we are going to have a Next Steps class that begins. This class is designed to help you discover, what your spiritual gift is. We talk about what those kinds of things are and how you can personally plug into the church with your special gift and serve, because that's what God has called us to do. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about formally relaunching our Connect groups again, and that's going to be happening in January too. So. But those are some things that we have to look forward to at the beginning of next year. 2023.
Yep.
So, yeah. That's our events.
Great. Yeah. What else do we need to talk about?
Well, we could shout out. I have a shout out.
Shout out! There you go. Shout out done.
Yeah, big thank you.
You've got one.
The Rooted groups, man. The Rooted groups had a service project when they did their Rooted stuff, and a couple of them went and served here at Osage Hills by doing a lot of the work in the playground.
Yes.
And unrolling some of the, or laying out some of the turf. Which huge thank you to them getting that started and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done out there, and I imagine we will probably start advertising that at some point too. But I don't know when that's going to happen. But right now, it's one of those sweet. Look at what we've been able to do.
So thank you.
Another shout out that we have. We had a couple funerals. We had one this week and one at the end of last week. Obviously, very sad time for the families. But those who helped make that happen and serve and then provide a lunch for those families, man, you guys rock. You bring a lot of peace to people. So thank you for that. Really do appreciate it. So, yep. Shout outs.
Shout outs had done been shouted.
This weekend we are continuing our Holy Encounters series.
Week 3.
Week 3, yeah. And we are going to go over some Moses stuff.
Can we play some Prince of Egypt soundtrack?
I don't know.
Okay.
But man, Moses, out of all the people who have seen God in the Bible, he is one that immediately pops up into your head, because he didn't just see God in some other form. He got to see his glory, at least some of it. And because God said you can't see my face, but he saw God's back. Like, dude, that's crazy. It's crazy. And the comment there is that God said, I will cause my glory to pass in front of you while I cover you with my hand. And then I will remove your hand and you can see my back. And what kind of thing can we learn from that instance? Because when we're talking about encountering the holy, it's a completely other scenario. How do we register those moments? And what kind of message does God have to say to us in things like that? So I'm looking forward to talking about that one. But it's funny because he doesn't see God just one time. That's the one time he sees his glory. There are other times that he sees an embodiment of Yahweh, and it's kind of scary to say, because people, God even says it. No one can see my face and live, and there's that thought that continues to carry throughout Scripture. No one can see God and live, and yet what the text clearly says is that he saw him. So how do we deal with that? And what are those messages in those moments that should speak to us? And how does that fit us in our context, And really, in those times when God shows up in a very visible way, how are even you going to handle that? Because it almost seems very... serious, because when I stop everything and I go into my child's room, I'm there for a very important reason, So what is it that happens in those scenarios? And we're going to cover, I think, 3 or 4 of the different times when he sees him and experiences him. So very unique, and they're all in Exodus. They're all in Exodus this time. So
nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Look at your life through heaven's eyes. La da 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 la da 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 da. Prince of Egypt.
I know.
That's all I was singing the whole
it's
time we were
hard
talking.
I was wondering when you were going to start.
I know. I was like, I know. Well, it's also hard to believe that Danny Glover is the one who sang that. I mean, his voice is amazing.
That film
It was
has
so good.
such a ridiculous cast.
I know. And the score.
Oh,
The musical
man.
score is second to none. For a cartoon, it's like,
Yeah.
woo, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, not incredibly true to the Word of God, but
but I mean,
pretty close.
Some of the messages that
For Hollywood,
that they put in
especially.
there, man, they are riveting
yeah,
and true.
that's my favorite song in the whole score.
That one, yeah.
Jeff
I
Rice.
liked that song too a lot. But anyway,
So yeah, if you want to warm up for Sunday, you should definitely read the Exodus scroll and also watch Prince of Egypt.
yeah, all of it.
Yep, the whole Exodus scroll.
So anyway, that's all I got.
Sunday warm up.
Cool.
Well, anything else?
Closing remarks?
I mean, I could do a Sunday warm up for kids and students too. If you want me to?
Would be great.
You totally can.
Yeah.
We will let you.
All right, sweet. For elementary, for kids worship, we are in. So we just started a new series. New folks are leading it and stuff now, called Herman and Rusty. And we are in our third week of Don't Fear with them this week. Or this Sunday. So I'm really excited about that. Chose that specifically because we're in October. Kind of a spooky month. So talking about not fearing that Jesus has us, and the different ways that Jesus kind of helps us through that. So that's pretty cool.
God is bigger than the boogeyman.
Exactly. I actually brought that up the first week of the series. So
Well, he
and
is.
and
or
the
the monsters on TV.
and the kids all were singing along with me. It was awesome that they knew it.
He's bigger than Godzilla.
For student ministry, Sunday school, we're continuing in our overview of Paul's letters. So we're in Philippians this week. Looking at that. And then we are in the second week of 2 weeks of a series youth group called Weird Stories from the Bible.
Nice.
So we're
You're
going to
gonna
be...
go about the prophet that was made fun of. So he called those. Was it Elisha? He called by boys.
The she-bears.
He called the
yeah,
she
the
bears
she-bears.
out, and they
40
mauled them to
youths.
death. That was.
Yeah, that is
a
not
weird
one that we're
story.
doing.
What about Ehud when he stabbed
That would
the
also be a good one.
guy and the entire his stomach like
King
swallowed the
Eglon.
sword? Yeah.
Do you know how he escaped?
Yes. He pulled a Shawshank Redemption.
He did pull
Yes.
a Shawshank Redemption. Straight through the latrine
It's so gross.
to freedom. Left-handed assassin.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we will be in Ezekiel chapter 4 on Sunday. So,
That's a unique story too.
it is. Don't want to give too much away, but it's kind of gross what happens. And I prefaced this last week too, in like my intro to it, that these are stories that you probably didn't learn in Sunday school. They're stories that are more than likely aren't going to be preached on Sunday morning from the pulpit. The only place that you'll find them
accepted.
is
And
a youth group, or if you're just reading through the Bible.
New Sunday series in the summer. The gross stuff in the Bible.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So
I'm here for it.
it's awesome. But I take the story, and I'm able to figuring out how to tie Christ into it, and what we can take from it and do from those it's been interesting. So
Great.
yeah.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
You stay classy.
Stop it. Bye.
Bye.